This is Isa Cisse with Black Film. Tonight, we are at the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture for the screening of the focus feature film, Harriet. How was this playing this for you, playing such a big, American hero, even though you are a British woman? How was it playing this woman for you?
It was overwhelming because before being British, I'm a black woman on this earth who knows what it is to be underestimated, and to be able to tell the story of a woman who had all that, but with the little means that she had, ran the 100 miles to freedom, and then had enough will and determination and strength and fire to come back, enough love to come back to bring other people to that freedom, is really, really incredible. And I am beyond proud of being able to be the first vessel to tell her story on the big screen. I hope there are many more of us able to tell this story. We've had loads of Winston Churchill, we have loads of Abraham Lincoln. This is definitely a hero story that needs to be told over and over again.
We're finally here. It's the big night.
So excited to be here.
So how was it for you, just the emotion of getting this film, putting it together, and telling Harriet's story for the first time, on the big screen?
It's an overwhelming experience. It's a job that I took obviously very seriously, and I really felt that if I really used the research, the time researching her, and really tried to keep my eye on her, then it would be a gift to the audience.
So, there's been a lot of criticism from the black community in regards to like another slave narrative or another movie about slavery. What do you hope that people take from this, after viewing this and seeing that it may or may not be the same?
Well, inherent in the Harriet Tubman story, Harriet Tubman's story is a freedom story. It's a freedom story. It's a resistance story. This is a woman with incredible agency. And so there's the exhilaration of the idea of freedom. It's an exciting story. It's an adventure story. So that's what I would have to say.
Reverend Green, how was that in a sense of, I remember there was a time where, some of the slaves were like, oh, we don't really want to go there, we don't trust him, but all the while he's almost in like a co-op mission, working with, helping to get the slaves to freedom. How was it playing that role for you?
Oh, that was great. It was fantastic because so often we are viewed as one thing and we're something else. We, culturally, descendants of Africans in this continent, or even in other continents as well, have been speaking in code for a long time. We have to speak in code, whether it's the hymns we're singing, whether it's our sermons, whether it's capoeira in Brazil, we've always been, having to be subversive within with our messages. And so that was great. So in the arc, you're going, oh, this, guy is kind of like cooning and da-da-da, but actually he's really saving lives, So I love that.
Role of William Still. Very big role, very big character. How was that for you, embodying who he was and who he meant to the movement as well as to Harriet?
It's great. It's a big responsibility. You hope you don't let anybody down. But I kept reminding myself, wow, this is the first major motion picture about Harriet Tubman and includes Mr. Still. I think we're the first, but I don't think we're going to be the last. I don't think we'll be the last Harriet Tubman story. I hope we're not the last William Still story. There's big lives that these people lived, and they accomplished so much, and we're only scratching the surface. So there are more stories to tell within this story.
So one of the parts of this movie that spoke out to me was the back and forth between Harriet and William when she's like, I want to go back and get my family, I want to get my husband. But he said no. Why do you think there was such a pushback? And besides stating the obvious, but why not let her go and really just be the savior that she wanted and needed to be?
Well, Harriet was attempting to do something that really had never been done before. And whenever you're trying to attempt to do something that's never been done before, there are naysayers. And William was that in that moment, for her he was one of the people that was there to tell her this is impossible. You shouldn't do this. You can't do this. And you talk about the patriarchy, and I'm going to protect you in this moment and tell you what's best for you and for this network. And we know how that worked out. Harriet was. but yeah, I think that was he had an important role in that moment too in our film. And it's played to comic effect in some way too. But it's to show the people those people that when you feel something in your belly, when you have the instinct, when you have the desire to do something in your life where you may be the first one to do it, you gotta follow those instincts. You gotta do what you're put on this planet to do.
Thank you so much, Leslie. Appreciate you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.